Don't forget to visit XS650.com, one of my favorite places to go on the internet. Okay, we're going to remove the main oil seal. So we have to remove the generator and remove the stator. And all it actually tells me to do is remove the stator and then remove this securing nut and lock washer. Then mount the rotor puller onto the rotor and pull the rotor off. Well, that's what we know about the job, so let's get with it. Alright. My rotor puller showed up today, so what we're going to do first, because I'll need to replace this main seal, is we're going to pull the stator off. I'm going to pull this bolt, that nut. That way I can move this wiring harness out of the way when I move this out of the way. So I'm going to pull this bolt off, pull this nut off here, pull the bolt off so I can pull this part here, which looks like it's a guard for the chain. And by the looks of it, ordering a new one would have been pretty smart. Alright, I've got that part, the guard from the shifter, from the chain. You can see it at one point. Well, I'm not sure if you can see, it's a little dark. It's a little bright. The chain is actually rubbed right here, 2 marks where the chain was allowed to get loose. It's probably because they had an 18 tooth sprocket on it. So that's what can happen if you use the 18 tooth sprocket. Make sure you keep your chain tight. Alright. So, anyway, pulled the carb, pulled the air cleaner off. Gonna have to unplug the harness. Comes up here underneath this wishbone here. And then, so it's going to be small plug, larger plug, and a bullet plug. Alright, I'll be back after I do that. Alright, I've got the harness unplugged, out from behind the wishbone. Harness also plugged in to the neutral light. Alright. Going to remove the brushes. Appears to work much better as long as you, keep the pressure on. Well, it looks like I have plenty of brushes, so I'm going to not replace these brushes. These brushes look just fine. Yes, indeed. Don't take that. Yeah, they look pretty good. Whenever possible, when I don't know what I'm doing, if I can put a screw back in, then that's what I do. I put the screws back in. I think in this case it won't hurt nothing. And I got one more screw right here that holds these two wires to the stator here. Stator means it's stationary. Rotor means it rotates. I'll put that screw back in too. Alright. Okay, well, let's see what happens here. Not the right screw. Right, let's see what I got here. Off this one. Oh yeah. That's the one right there. Okay, well, obviously I could. This one screw I took out, don't take it out, leave it in. Now I'm down here putting it back in as we speak. There's the inside of the stator. It don't look like I needed to take the brushes out, although it looks like it's probably a good idea to have taken the brushes out. Alright, well, that was pretty simple. Glad I did the marker thing, and the reason I like the woman's fingernail polish is it just don't come back off. It's on there. It's good to go. I'd say be as ginger as you can with all your electrical stuff. Excuse me. Damn, it almost looks like you can leave the nut on this. I'd say that's probably not a wonderful idea. Should have took that nut off before I pulled this all off. It would have made it simpler for me. me wrap my head around this before I do anything else. Alright. I have the tool. I'll show you what it looks like. It's a rotor puller tool. I know a lot of you guys know what it looks like. It's for the people that don't have one. So it's threaded on the inside. Threaded a different size thread, because you can see we got 2 sizes of threads here. This. I don't like the way that feels at all. Now, let me go get the wrenches. Well, I found a wrench that should fit this little bitty crescent wrench here. You do not want to drop this on your toe. Trust me, I know, I did it once. Oh, damn. And I didn't even drop it directly on my toe. I dropped it, hit the floor, hit the ground, and then fell over and landed on my toe. I could not believe what the hell had happened. I was not a happy camper. Well, shit, that was pretty easy. I want to see what's going on here. I'm unscrewing it. Sure hope there's a key in there, one way on, one way off. Oh, there is. It's on the bottom. Okay, well, that is awesome. So, I was worried about nothing. Got my stator marked. This goes on one way. Don't lose your key. It's on the bottom. There's the seal. There she is. Right there. That's what we're going for. We're having too much fun now. Alrighty. Let me put this out of the way. I'll be right back. Let me get the seal tool. Alright, well, I got it cleaned up. So I can pull this main seal. There's the main seal. The left side main seal. If you ever seen one of these, you get it at Napa. See how it looks like a bird's mouth? It's got 2 sizes. And this is how it works. main seal out. That's how it works, kiddies. Okay, I gotta clean this up a little bit, and we will put the new one in. Be right back. All right, we got her clean. Socket, hammer, another hammer, motorcycle oil to lube up this thing. Alright, I've lubricated the inside of the seal, and I don't know what other people do, but I'm gonna take some of this sealer, and I'm gonna put some sealer on the outside of this thing. Not a bunch. Don't take much. Might be harder to get out next time. If there is a next time. Alright. I took the key off, so there's no key in there to mess with this gasket. I didn't show you that, but it's off. Key to this is putting her in straight. Make sure it goes in straight. That's always the key with these seals. Straight makes it right. Alright, there's the main left side main seal installed. Of course, we have to put the alternator back together, and we'll do that here in just a moment. There's that little key that goes in the crankshaft underneath the rotor. I'll show you where it goes. It goes right there. Okay, there's that key. I just put her in. I put it in place with my fingers, and then I took the side of a screwdriver and then hit the hammer. I didn't hit the key with a metal-headed hammer. Just didn't do that. Alright, I'm gonna put the rotor back on. I got the keyway in, as you know, and we got the lock nut and our lock washer and nut. Here's a nut. It's a 17-incher, kids. 17 millimeter, I mean. 17 inches. What a mo. Watch out getting old. You won't like it. That was my torqueometer. The old mallet torqueometer, man. Well, I got it. I got some batteries, but you don't have to go through. I'm always learning something. You see this little notch? And I noticed when I was cleaning this earlier that right here is that pin, is a pin that sticks out. Okay. Well, that pin slides into this notch. So I didn't, Yamaha knew right where it was supposed to go. So it's got to go right where that little pin is. There we go. Which just so happens to be right where my marks were. So if Yamaha hadn't had a pin there, we'd have been good to go anyway. Alright, I got my screws here, but I bought new ones, so I'm going to get the new ones and put them in. And I'll be back. Alright, I got a little blue Loctite on this. And the new screws I got, which I think are not as good as the screws that were in it, just got a better heads on them. But I'm thinking they're zinc screws by the looks of them. Zinc, I hope not. Zinc screws is not the way to go. Alright, let me grab up the new brushes. Alright, I'm going to put in the brushes. After taking the brushes out, they were new. So I'm putting them back in. I'm not going to put in a new brush that's only got less than a 1/16 of an inch of brush more than the one I've taken out. I guess I should have took them out and inspected them. Although well, if this is torturous for you to watch, it's torturous. Okay, after you've done that, don't forget you've got to hook up your plug-ins. Put your air filters back on. Button it up. Don't forget to put on the little chain cover, the little chain guard that we took off for the shifter rod. And thanks for watching the video.